Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire 2. We are back over at Jackson because Alistair Bates noticed, I didn't obviously, our bi-directional line here is one way, which is a bit of an issue, or a lot of an issue. We can't actually turn around there, can we? No, it's a single track. That won't work. So we're going to fix that so that we can hit play. And then we'll head back to Texas and get those tools working. There we go. That's not how it's supposed to be. Thank you, Alistair. We have that fixed. But anyway, we can't sit around here, although it is nice to see our train off. Right, how are we doing? Yeah, tools. We did see, and we rode, a train that had some tools on them. Oh yes, it still doesn't remember this. Train usage. There we go. We are going to start to see some tool delivery, which is lovely. And we have a separate freight line now. There we go. We've got our tools on there. Where's this one? You are about to load up. We may need to increase production of our tools further, just so we can hit this task sooner rather than later. There we go. We're starting to deliver some now. 1 of 12. A little ways to go. Steel might be an issue now. We're going to have to bump that up, aren't we? Are we making money from our steel factory? Not at the moment, but I believe that's going to change. We take more iron than we do coal, which is a good thing because coal's further away. Given the distance, that should balance it out, shouldn't it? Yeah, because coal's all the way up there and iron's just down here. So that distance might be 2 to 1. Is it 2 to 1? I can't remember. Let's see. 1 to 2, whichever one. Yes, it's exactly half. Half coal or double iron. I'm intrigued now. Will we start to see a big profit here? Probably not at level 1. So 1.4 iron is what we need and 0.7. We do have plenty of money in the bank, so it's cheap to upgrade as well. If we up that to 1.4, 2.8, stays at double. What are we producing here? 1.4, and we're going to need 2.8. This is going to increase how much money we make on this as well, isn't it? So if we bump that, 2.8, that will see to our iron needs. We may need a few more trains running this. But what does coal start at? 1.5. So it's already seen to the needs of our steel plant. It's whether we're actually shifting it down there quick enough. Let's have a look in the warehouse. Yeah, we are shifting it, aren't we? If this had more than 8 in it, then we're not taking enough. However, as this line busies up, it's just a single mixed train, isn't it? Yeah, if this line busies up, which we probably will do with some corn and grain and stuff, we're going to start shipping other things on this line. So let's get that doubled up in preparation, and then we might see a bit of an issue down in Dallas, who need, we should pause this, shouldn't we? They need another factory. Well, I tell you what, we've got sugar and apples right here. What are you running at, apples? Not a lot. Oh, it's tipped into a new era, hasn't it? So it's going to cost us $1 million to buy the apples. And apples struggle to level up on their own. So do we want to do that? Do we want to blow $1 million? It seems a little excessive. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That just seems excessive. What about sugar? Yeah, we're beyond buying out these industries now. It's always a good idea to buy them as early as possible, otherwise, this happens. The prices go through the roof. But we could give them more, where are you? Yeah, more distilleries. I sort of like that. We can build it down here, can't we? Yeah, we've got plenty of room heading down to the south. Now, we do have to come in from Shreveport somehow. Don't think I've blocked us off. We've still got his station there as well. Yeah, I feel like we can squeeze that in somehow. How much is it going to cost us to buy him out? We should at least start buying his shares. We can take some serious bonds out now, couldn't we? His shares are a decent price. Her shares are going through the roof, which is a problem. I do not like that at all. 171,000. Well, we've kind of blocked him, haven't we? So, should we go with another 20% on him? Well, how much can we get for $1 million, which is how much we saved on the apples? There we go 35%.
I know what you're up to, but it won't work.
Why won't it? I was just going to buy you out. That bumped his share prices up. Temporarily. They will eventually calm down. How are we doing? 7 of 12. That escalated quickly. Goodness me. Well, everything we've done up until this point is pleasant and working. Oh, I love it. Well played, Houston and Austin. You're kind of both doing it. Yeah, we've run out of tools. Are we getting enough of our goodies? We need wood, don't we? We've got 11 underway. That's starting to pick up now, isn't it? Because it's we added another delivery point for them. Oh, they're just getting some grain now as well. So, yes, they're going to start delivering that a little quicker. Steel, we have plenty of steel. Another 4 on the way. We are running short on it. We're going to need it for beans as well, aren't we? And how are we doing on our vegetables? Our vegetables are making us a fortune. So probably worth upgrading. Yeah, because our train's sitting and waiting. Possibly. We're only making 3.2 and servicing the world from there. So to take it to 6.4, less than $500,000, we'll do it. Absolutely, that should boost production of that. We can, of course, as recommended in the comments, add us some dispatch halls. Now that would increase the dispatch time, or decrease the dispatch time, I should say. It would improve the turnaround, wouldn't it? There we go, lovely. So we've got a dispatch hall in there now, and we've got 3 stars to spend, and we were going to head along and get the De Glen, weren't we? The new express. I sort of like that. And tunnels. Why not? Cheaper tunnels. Might as well. Right, next stop, De Glen. I love that our network, I'm keeping an eye on it at the moment. I love that our network is just pleasant, isn't it? I can't see any obvious snarl-ups. Moving our stuff across to a new station in Austin has helped no end. I guess we could bring these cows in. They're at level 4 and they're not even connected because they will take it via road. Yeah, we do have an entrance here, don't we? So we could do that. Should we do that? It's a little extra money, isn't it? We should make a profit from it. We want to go as close to Austin as possible. What I might do is extend this and connect in a little after the supply tower there. We could add us more platforms, but I'm tempted to move over the logging into this platform and pass them across perhaps. Maybe. That might be the plan. Right then, let's get some cows delivered, shall we? Down into Austin. It will reduce the need to take it from Parker Station, I guess. And in fact, we could block it and then concentrate on taking other stuff. So you are our new cow train. I don't know why I paused on that. Right, let's get you a gridiron in there. I'm going to do that just in case we want to send it to San Antonio as well. I don't think so, but you never know. Does what does Austin, not Austin, Dallas make? Dallas make meat as well, so we could take it around the other end, couldn't we? And maybe a separate station down there. I like it. I like it. That's a good future plan. Checking on the situation of our signalling. Everything is good. Let's give us another supply tower, but we'll have it down that end instead. And we'll give us a maintenance yard and get stuff moving. Not with a warehouse, with a dispatch hall. 20% faster. Love it. Right, get us a freight only service. Running into there. Shake Class C, why not? Wait until 4. And you can get going. Are you going to load up? Let's take off those contours. I would imagine so. Well, I was going to say it might not, but there we go. That answered that. Yeah, I think what we'll do is probably take, what's this? Orchards near New Orleans. I mean, it's pricey. Ooh, do we want to? No, I just can't see that being beneficial for us. Unless we've really got to boost production. We have Pensacola now, don't we? Which is apparently a lovely place to visit. So I've heard. Considering I live... Where do I live? Over here somewhere. Austin! Austin! Talking of which. Do we? I mean, why not? We've probably got to boost our plank production as well. Shall we? Yeah, let's stick us a university in there. We have to pay for this, which is a little frustrating, but that's how they've balanced the game. Am I keen on it?
Très bien, that's how a sabotage must go.
Are you sabotaging me again? What's up with you, woman? No wagons can be loaded at this train station. Wait, that's our coal run. But how are we doing on that task? 9 of 12. Do we have any on the way? That's blocked our coal completely. Do you have coal on you? Please say you have coal. You don't. We might have an issue here. We might actually need freight to run on this other line we just extended. And that would solve a few things, wouldn't it? So, do we have any coal in here? Warehouse. Only 4. Oh, I'm worried now. That might have snafu'd everything. How are we doing on our coal stores? We've got 6 underway, except they're not all going to get there, are they? We've got some on the train. So the ones in Dallas are not going to be moved at all. I am concerned. It depends, doesn't it? I believe Houston has a whole load of steel. Yes, you're stocked up on steel. Now, when you upgrade these facilities, it means they can store more as well. So it allows you to soften the blow a little bit if they do decide to sabotage you. Well, I don't think there's much else we can really do here that will make a significant impact on the progress towards our tasks. So we'll let that do that. I would like to go back over to New Orleans and get Pensacola hooked up. That will give us just a bit more going on down here, wouldn't it? Including, we could take grain the other way, couldn't we? Do you have grain? You don't have grain anywhere close, so yeah, it'll be the same connection that side. And we can keep it up top, can't we? But further away from the coast there. Let's get you up that way. We've got a little bit of room. And we could take a southern train to Tallahassee, perhaps. Maybe. We'll go with the middle one. And we'll make a bridge. Why not? Let's have a nice bridge over there. And then we'll slide in up that end. Could you make that curve a little better? We'll just go right close there. It's no better, is it? Can we bring you down? Well, we could lower you a little bit and make that a touch cheaper. Do you know, it's pleasant. I don't know why I did that just there. We can do the rest of it. I like that. Can we lower you even further? 215. It's not a bad journey. We could probably go a little more direct, but I'm not sure how much of a bridge that will make. Well, it's not bad, is it? It's 0%. If we go down there, it's a little more expensive, but a little more direct. Trains direct. There we go. We'll get you in there. And we'll hook you up that end. Did I leave 2 or 3? It looked like 3 for a second. Now, what we can do here is reduce the cost of a bridge by quad tracking it. There we go. I like that. And get you signalled up. We'll get us a gridiron on there, and we'll get us a nice 4-track gridiron over here. We might go larger. Do we want to go larger? Well, there's milk, and there are apples, and there's a direct train to Jackson, possibly. And we've got to go up to Montgomery too, so we could go out that way. Maybe a larger gridiron. Let's see. How much would it cost us? And how far down the line would we need to go? We have the money for it, don't we? Why not? Up to there. That's fine, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, and we'll pre-signal here so that when we do finish this line off, we'll have the signals done automatically for us. And we'll set up a nice mix service. Will they need it? Yes, because we've got beer and we've got meat. So you should take the correct line, I believe. Yes, you are. We'll need a supply tower somewhere as well, won't we? Automagic, yes please, which is currently the Brooks Mogul. I'm hoping we get to see the D12 train. I have D12 songs running through my head. But anyway, yeah, automatic. 2? Why not? 2. They're on the same line, so they will space themselves out, which would be lovely. And we'll get us a freight-only service running into Pensacola from Elliott Rest there. Wait until 4? Why not? Get you done. And freight only. Shea Classy. Why not? We'll get you on there. You're not taking any meat back. We could pass their goodies across on this line. It would seem a little excessive. It is an option, isn't it? I would like to see New Orleans starting to grow, though. That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? We do have express, separate express and freight trains. We are starting to take them some goodies. What are you missing? It's going to be a lot of the basic stuff. Yeah, corn, meat is about to start to be delivered. And sugar. Where is sugar down here? Well, do you know, we don't have any, do we? we've got to get sugar exported. I can't see any. Well, let's use the layer that we've got here. Sugar. Where is sugar coming from? Down there. Is that it? We've got some here. Down on the south coast. Down on the south coast in Texas. But no others. Goodness me. So what we're going to be doing here, we're going to be importing cloth and exporting sugar. Fair trade. This has got to be increased no end then, hasn't it? Are we okay on it? We are okay on it. We might need more throughput. Or are you running empty? You are actually running empty. Do you know what I'd like to do here? We'll get a dispatch hall. And we'll find a way to export our sugar. Probably from Beaumont. I didn't realise we had such an issue over in the deep south with sugar. Right, so we'll get sugar in there, which is going to take it all the way up to Jackson. Jackson, you will need to add sugar to this, I believe. Otherwise, we're going to struggle completely in this area with sugar. And this looks like it's going to need a warehouse then. Yes, and we'll bring sugar down there as well. Goodness me. That's a lot of sugar issues. Although we could have a direct train from Jackson to Pensacola. Shreveport are still growing. I like you. Yeah, you're growing quite well. Salt. We're maxed out on salt. Look at that. It's heading around our network. We do have this sugar up here, but near Dallas, that is. That's going to be probably going all up to Nashville and Knoxville and Atlanta, possibly. Yeah, via Memphis. So Memphis is going to be exporting their cloth up to the northern cities and Jackson to the southern cities. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Which means, I mean, it's a rough journey and we would probably want to add as a freight line. And given that we've got some freight here that we could send up that end, I guess our freight line would be better on the inside. And maybe if we buy this guy out, we can get rid of his station, have a second station there as well. We've got Shreveport.
The equipment ordered has arrived.
Ooh.
It will be put to good use. I see that I didn't make a mistake by relying on you. It's time to restore the Texas and New Orleans Railroad to its former glory. Provided you can supply enough material, the swamps should pose only a financial problem.
Okay. Well, there we go. We got ourselves a nice task complete. And within a decent time of this episode. I wasn't really expecting it that soon. Were we close? I wasn't even paying attention, guys. I'm a little concerned that we were almost failed that, and I was just carrying on over towards New Orleans. Who? Oh, what's the odds? Reach 40,000 citizens in New Orleans by 1880. All this work we've done is starting to pay off though, isn't it? And that is pleasant. We've also got an achieve an express status on a rail line between Memphis and New Orleans. That's an interesting journey. 24 loads of wooden planks to Beaumont. 12 loads of steel to Beaumont. 24 loads of wooden planks to New Orleans. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. And 12 loads of steel to New Orleans. Do we have coal and iron over this side? It'll be a bit rough to set up. I can't see any at a glance. I can see coal in between Pensacola and Tallahassee, but that's it. that's all we got. There doesn't look like there's any iron, does there? No, not at all. We can't do anything with most of Florida. So is that our only iron then? Over here? That's awkward, isn't it? Yeah, that's our only iron, I think. That's really awkward. Meaning we're going to have to start exporting iron. Maybe over this way to where we do have some coal. Well, there's plastics. We could, I guess we could just export all the steel from Austin. Because we could go via Shreveport with that. Perhaps to get to New Orleans. We can sort of do that already, can't we? We need to get Jackson growing then, do we? Well, I'll tell you what, we've got room in the warehouses, haven't we? If we just set up, and it's not ideal, but it's a band-aid immediately and sort of works for us, doesn't it? If we set up what are we shifting? Steel, right? Yeah, if we just set up steel and wooden planks to go to New Orleans, we've got Beaumont's making planks, so they can take it on the freight line we have running. Do we have a freight line now running this? We don't, but we have 4 mixed services, and they're not overly full, are they? It's going to be a case of probably an extra line just doing freight and it being an import-export situation. Do we have room down here? It's already ginormous. That's for sure. We do head on to this, don't we? We do head on to this. So if we can make a junction here, not perfect, but if we can. Yes, I mean, to be a bit snug. If we can get through there, we can change how it works up this end, can't we? And that can be our freight line. Depends if it leaves a block there. If it leaves a block there, we'll be fine. Yeah, it's a bit snug, perhaps. Maybe. Where's the signals? We do have a signal. We have one, because that'll be running that way, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's there. Our back end will be over there. So I don't like where that is. Do I like this setup? I think it's okay, isn't it? I mean, we could possibly run in up to this corner though, and give us a bit more room. No, there we go. We'll make this a full-on 2-track as well. So yeah, if we use this bottom one, we'll branch in up here off the corner. I think if we can get a nice full speedy one, maybe like here. There we go. 58, 62, max speed, high speed connection there. Connect you up, get you there. That allows us to have our supply tower in and not worry about it too much. I like it. There we go. That's tidied that up a little bit, hasn't it? And we'll stick as a dispatch building on there. Right, Dallas is miserable, which isn't surprising. Yeah, they had their sabotage issues, didn't they? And what would we like to do to finish today then? We've done most of it preemptively just because I wanted to expand regardless. Our issue is going to be our competitors, I think. I'd like to get rid of that other dude and... Oh, there we go. His share's already back down. And just not worry about it. How much to do it this way? We could buy him out, guys. General Donovan will be no more. Well, his company, not him. 1.5 million to do it that way. It's the same, isn't it? 1,565. And 1,5... Oh, it's cheaper to do it this way. There we go. Take him. Yes. And we'll just merge. And we'll liquidate everything because it's not needed. I like it. And we'll get some money back. There we go. In fact, we made a little bit of profit there. It's beautiful. We have liquidated Mr. Donovan's company because it was just kind of superfluous, wasn't it? Just sat in Dallas. Yeah, we've already got a situation going there. We can hook the sugar up ourselves now. And it's, as we've found out today, it's going to need to shift over to Memphis, isn't it? What we got here? Package counter. Do you know what? Should we give it a go? I do like taking stuff like this.
It's nice to see you succeeding at an auction for once.
I believe most of them that we wanted, we succeeded. Increase the amount of packages in all cities. Sure. I mean, it's extra money, isn't it? I'll take it. I don't know what it actually does for our research tree. Where are you? Doesn't highlight it, does it really? No, it was probably just one of these we didn't have. There it is. Package counter. Down there. So we've not got the ticket machine. Which is a similar thing, but with passengers. At least New Orleans is growing. Do you have any steel underway? You have a demand of 8 per week. Obviously, because we're building something. But you don't have any on the way just yet. Beaumont probably needs a boost here then. Let's increase production. And we'll need to check on their logs as well, which they should have plenty. They have absolutely loads. So a little production boost there. Austin might have stalled a bit on steel. No, we're good on steel. We're probably going to need to shift steel across from here. And set up a direct train to Jackson, right? Yes, to Jackson. And we've got to finish off this main line as well so we can shift our freight trains over. Because we will have freight. Which means this setup needs to change just slightly. We'll delete it back to there. Seems good. And we'll just connect this up slightly differently. And there we go. We'll go from there. We could have our direct line to Shreveport. A branch off that way, couldn't we? And that means we could use, maybe, an extra large gridiron here. Yeah, I sort of like that better. We'll use these other tracks on the... I don't know where... the east side, isn't it? Yeah, the northeast. To send those to Shreveport, and we'll use these other tracks just here. We've shifted it over a little bit to be our main line going to Beaumont and the rest of southern Texas. Right, let's get you set up. Giant gridiron. We could separate them, but this gives them more options, doesn't it? Let's get you signaled up. Is that correct? I think so. The muscle memory for signaling is not as brilliant. As long as the signals look nice or non-existent at the moment, I guess we'll finish it off and we'll see. Right, let's send you down here. Lovely. Maximum speed. Not much of a grade. And then we've separated Or we can separate our freight, can't we? Separate our freight. Oh, I love it. Yeah, we've got another rhyme. Are our signals on the outside? On the outside.
There was already a train station in this city, but now there is a real one.
Excuse me? In what city? What are you doing? What's she doing? Oh, answers on a postcard. Or in the comments. I don't know what she did there. What did you do? I guess we blocked her. I don't know what you did, ma'am. I can't see. No. Anyway, we'll continue this round. And that one's going to head round to Shreveport. We need to start buying her out, I think, is the plan going forward. So we've got our line there. That's going to drift off and bypass our milk into maybe this one. Maybe we can just do this. Yeah, we could send it into that station. Would need another warehouse. Well, that's not a bad line, is it? No, 0% grade, 100% speed. I love it. We've done it. All right, we've set it up. We can... Oh, and it's already signaled. And already... Oh, it's marvellous. Let's just set up a nice little mixed service heading from Shreveport to Jackson. It's beautiful. Automatic. We'll maybe ride that then once we've set it up. Brooks Mogul will have 2 to get going. We'll get you set up. We'll also make sure that you pass over your steel. And that gives them another option to send steel, doesn't it? Where are you? There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. They'll eventually get salt as well. Yes, that is a good place to leave it. I'm super happy with our progress today. I will take a look at these when we get back, I think. Oh, no. We're going to take that, absolutely. Improve the turnaround of all of our trains is absolutely marvellous. That's going to make us a bit more money. How are we doing? We're making over $500,000. And how much is it going to take to start chipping away? We're going to have to do this, aren't we? She's getting ridiculously expensive. Right. We can only buy like 5% of her shares. I would like her gone. Ideally. No, we can buy 10, I think. Yeah, let's go 10.
I assume you want to save your fortune by investing in a profitable company.
Yeah, and then we buy you out. That is the plan. And we'll continue to do that next time out, especially since we are making a decent amount of money. So, New Orleans and Beaumont are our tasks to concentrate on. We have started with our wooden planks in Beaumont because we produce them there. We should eventually start getting steel. We're going to have to look into that and up the production of steel, as Austin is going to be the main export for that. And I think we'll get on top of that pretty quickly. Right, train ride time. All right, guys, we're on board our new Shreveport to Jackson mixed service, which no doubt we'll need to maybe double up on. It's going to get a bit busy, isn't it? We're going to be hauling some steel down this line, I'm hoping, at some point. I guess that's our focus, isn't it? Steel's going to be the biggest issue. And once we've got that up and running, I think we're on target to complete those all at once. We've also got to create that express line between Memphis and New Orleans. I think they were the 2 cities. So that's going to be a challenge. Looking forward to doing that. I'll leave you on board our new mixed service. I don't know how long it's going to take to turn around, but it shouldn't be too long. Perhaps I can edit the loading, unloading and servicing. Depends if we get to see any trains leaving the station and entering the station. That's pleasant too. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.